Hello, football fans. We are the NFL Odd Couple, and we are back for week 3 of our picks.
So, last week was a very terrible week for both of us. We managed to tie 5-11 each, so we're both under 500.
Disgusting.
A lot of games didn't go how we expected them to go, so looks like we're both kissing each other's feet in a second.
It's gonna be smelly.
So we read a few of the comments we got on last week's Pick'em video, and we've decided to go with the loser for this week has to do the cinnamon challenge, which should be interesting. I've never done it. I know he's had to do it before. So leave some comments every week, and we get a good variety of different things people want to see us do, and we just kind of choose our favorite. We're not wussing out doing the easiest thing. Might not be doing the worst thing either, but just leave a comment and we'll see what we choose next time.
Yeah, like I said, we're not going to do anything too crazy. For instance, there was a comment. We appreciate the comment. Don't get us wrong. There was one comment that said, run 5 laps around the block.
I'm too out of shape for that shit.
Well,
so.
are we really going to sit there and record somebody running around the block 5 times? It won't work. So we appreciate that comment, but it's not going to happen. So we're going to pick the cinnamon challenge, and we'll see how that goes. I'm so pissed off at how bad I did last week, and it's so difficult to pick games. So difficult. There's going to be a few games I'm going to actually pick that I feel very, very strong about, but the ones that I am kind of is a toss-up for me, a literal toss-up. I'm going to use a coin to decide what team I go with.
Thursday Night Football, we have the Washington Redskins at the New York Giants. Okay. Fuck. One reason I think the Giants are going to win is they're just due for a win.
They're due for a win.
They're due for a win.
I'm gonna go with my Washington Redskins for the first time this season, solely because if there's any time I'm gonna pick us, it's gonna be this week. There's gonna be one time I'm gonna pick us this season. There's gonna be one time it will be this game. If I didn't pick us this game, then I'm never gonna pick us. So let's go. Let's get this fucking win.
We have the Bengals at Ravens. My one reason is I don't think the Ravens are gonna go 0-3, and that sounds fucking terrible. Jesus Christ. I believe the Ravens will win because they just got manhandled by the Raiders and they have to be devastated. I think that this divisional matchup, they'll really try to beat the Bengals at home in Baltimore.
This one, I'm gonna flip this coin.
What's head?
Heads is the Bengals, tails is the Ravens. It is heads. I'm going with the Cincinnati Bengals. I really don't think the Ravens are going to go 1-3, but hey, it's what the coin said. There's going to be the Raiders at the Cleveland Browns. This is going to be another one I flip here. Boom. Raiders will be heads. Browns will be tails. It is tails. I'm going with the Cleveland Browns and Johnny Manziel. Johnny Football. Let's go.
I'm going with the Browns at home over the Raiders. The Browns have been actually playing pretty well. They have a wide receiver I just picked up in fantasy, Benjamin, so I hope he does well. Right, Indianapolis Colts at the Tennessee Titans. I'm going to go with the Titans at home. The Colts, at the same time, I think the Colts might come back, but...
0-3 for the Colts would be pretty crazy.
Colts look like shit, so I gotta choose the Titans.
All the stupid hype that they had. Titans will be heads. Colts will be tails. Colts. I'm gonna go with the Indianapolis Colts. It was tails, and I kind of agree with that pick. I feel like the Colts are, they have struggled, but I feel like they'll pick it back up. They have to at some point. I don't think they're gonna be shit all season, so I'm gonna go with the Colts.
We have the Steelers at Rams. I'm gonna pick the Steelers simply because Le'Veon Bell's coming back, and I think they just kicked ass last week, and the Rams just disappointed. So Steelers.
It's going to be another flip here. The Steelers will be heads. The Rams will be tails. It is tails. I'm going with the St. Louis Rams in the upset. Well, I think it's an upset. Well, they're at home. So I don't know what the spread will be there. But regardless, St. Louis Rams over the Pittsburgh Steelers.
All right, Jaguars in New England. This one's pretty easy for me. I mean, the Patriots, I just think are going to ball out at home against the Jaguars.
I'm playing a guy in fantasy that has Edelman and Brady, and I think he has like 1 or 2 other Patriots on his team, so I'm kind of scared this week. But this will be one where I keep the coin in my hand. I will go with the New England Patriots.
Chargers at Vikings. I think I'm gonna go with the Vikings at home specifically because I read a stat this week that the Chargers really don't win in Minnesota very often.
Oh, really? Interesting. Inside information from Rachel. Awesome. Toss up. Chargers
Literally.
will be heads. Vikings will be tails. It was heads. It fell and went on tails, but it was originally heads. So I'm going with the San Diego Chargers. San Diego Chargers were heads, right? I'm pretty sure. I'm almost positive. If I'm wrong, then I don't fucking know.
We'll correct it in the editing.
Yeah. No correction was needed. Heads was the Chargers. I have to see, but Chargers.
Saints and Panthers. I'm gonna go with the Panthers simply because they look like a better team than the Saints. Drew Brees is injured. Sucks for them.
Drew Brees is injured. If Drew Brees was in there, this would be a toss-up for me. But since Drew Brees is going to be out for at least the next couple weeks, I'm going to go with the Carolina Panthers.
Oh gosh. Next we have the Falcons at Cowboys. You know what? I just want to go with my gut feeling, and I'm gonna pick the Falcons only because I don't see us starting 3-0 without our best players on the team and a full start from Whedon. It should be interesting. I just think the Falcons have a very high-powered offense. Not that our defense has been playing bad, but we've started against the Giants and Eagles, so it'll be a true test. I hope the Cowboys can win at home, but we play better on the road. So I have to go with the Falcons this week, unfortunately.
Oh. Since I've picked against the Cowboys every week so far, the first 2 weeks, I'm going to continue to pick against the Dallas Cowboys. I'm gonna, I gotta be right at some point. I gotta get it right. So I'm gonna keep on picking against them. I'm gonna keep on being a hater. Fuck the Cowboys. Let's go, Atlanta Falcons.
All right, next we have the Eagles at Jets. I could say that I'm pretty excited for this game because I really hope that the Eagles look even worse than they did last week, and the Jets defense just makes them a little bitch. So go Jets.
This one's gonna be a toss-up for me. Well, Jets heads and Eagles will be tails. Heads, Jets. I kind of feel pretty good about that. The Eagles look like complete and utter garbage. Like the worst I've ever seen. I cannot believe it. I saw something where the Eagles said that they think the Cowboys knew their plays. That's what it looked like, man. The Eagles couldn't do shit. It was completely insane, historically bad. I couldn't believe it. I'm going with the Jets because the coin said it, but I kind of feel like the Jets are going to win anyway. But at the same time, Eagles, you never know. So, but I'm going with Jets.
We have the Buccaneers at the Texans. I really haven't been able to see any highlights from any Texans games so far, so I don't
There's
really know.
not much highlights from the Texans.
Yeah, so they are at home. That is their advantage. But I'm just going to go with the Buccaneers. Why not? There's my reason. Why not?
Why not? It's going to be a toss-up. Bucks will be heads. Texans will be tails. It is tails. I'm going with the Houston Texans to get their first win. I think Ryan Mallett's starting a quarterback for them right now. I don't know. They need to get a fucking quarterback in Houston. They could have had Peyton Manning a few years back, but they passed on him, or they didn't pursue him because they had Matt Schaub. How did that fucking work out for you, Texas?
49ers at Cardinals. Well, the 49ers just got their asses kicked, but I think they would play better against the Cardinals. But you know what? I'm going to go with the Cardinals. I think they're playing really well. Hopefully Larry Fitzgerald can score 3 more touchdowns now that he's not playing me in fantasy this week. So, excuse me.
The 49ers, man, I mean, how can you predict them? I mean, the first week they completely just shock the hell out of me, and then they go and get ass fucked by the Steelers. And even though the Steelers are a good team, it's just they got completely destroyed. I don't know what to think of 49ers. So this is going to be another toss-up for me. Division toss-up.
You didn't say.
All right, toss-up. Heads will be Niners. Cardinals will be tails. It is heads. I'm going to go with the 49ers.
Well, this is making our picks interesting so far. Buffalo Bills at the Miami Dolphins. What's that again? Buffalo Bills at the
Oh, you're me from last week.
Miami.
The Buffalo Bills at the Miami Dolphins.
I'm going to go with the Bills because even though they lost last week, they put up a good fight towards the end against the Patriots. And the Dolphins are just underwhelming right now. So.
They are pretty underwhelming. It's going to be a toss-up for me. Oh, that was a tough one.
You didn't say it again.
The camera cut me off. The coin said Dolphins.
Chicago Bears at Seattle. This one's easy for me. I'm going to go with the Seahawks to get their first win this season. Simply because they lost Cutler. The Bears look like shit. And I don't think they're going to do well in Seattle. So.
I will not be tossing the coin on this one. I will never, ever, ever in my life, ever, pick a team that is starting Jimmy Clausen at quarterback. It will never happen. So I'm going with who are they playing? Seahawks. I'm going with the Seattle Seahawks.
All right, we have the Denver Broncos in Detroit. I know the Lions have started off 0-2, but I kind of just want to go with the Lions this week because the Broncos haven't been that great either. So I think the Lions will play hard against the Broncos. Hopefully the Lions can win this for me.
This will not be a coin toss from either. I'm going with the Denver Broncos for the first time this season. I'm going with the Broncos.
Only because it's bit you in the ass, not picking them the last few weeks, I guess you can say.
The Chiefs game, man, that should have been a fucking win, man. It's bullshit.
Whew.
That was a crazy game. But going with the Broncos, I haven't picked them the first 2 weeks. I'm picking them week 3. I don't trust the Lions in prime time. You know, it doesn't feel right to me. Do you really think the Lions in prime time on national television are gonna come out and like look good and beat the Broncos? It's not gonna happen. That's my lock of the fucking week right there. Denver Broncos over Detroit Lions.
Monday Night Football, Kansas City Chiefs in Green Bay. It's hard to choose against Green Bay when they're at home, especially after what the Chiefs did last week. So, Packers at home.
I'm gonna go with the Green Bay Packers as well. If you look at Aaron Rodgers, his record at Lambeau over the last few years, it's ridiculous. He's only lost like 3 times in all these years. It's crazy. So obviously I'm gonna go with the Green Bay Packers at Lambeau to beat the Kansas City Chiefs. I guarantee you, using this coin and just tossing it up and letting shit happen, I guarantee I'm gonna have a winning record this week. I guarantee it.
All right, we'll find out.
We will find out. I'm gonna be right. Guarantee it. I'm gonna beat your fucking ass, and I'm not gonna have to do anything next week. Promise. So we have to kiss each other's feet, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, who wants to?
Thanks for. Are we gonna just lift our feet up, or are we gonna go like do it on the floor?
We're gonna lift our feet up right fucking here. We're
Really?
gonna do it right here. We're not gonna move the camera.
Oh,
and
it's gonna
set
be
up.
awkward. Okay.
That's what it is. It's
All
awkward.
right. What side of the foot? The bottom?
Yeah. That's the nastiest part. All right.
I can't bend like that. Have a stretch. All right.
There you go. That wasn't that bad. I've done that shit before. Here we go. But you never kissed mine before. Here we go. Woo!
Hey. All right.
Anyway, we're gonna have our reactions probably be Monday.
Yeah.
Sunday night or Monday it will come out. Obviously, she's gonna get my reaction Thursday night, so it'll be
Got these birthday
separate.
flowers I got from Timmy.
It's a nice jar. What was that?
Peace out.
Lightning or glare or something like that. It wasn't
Like
lightning.
a car driving by.
What the fuck's the car gonna be driving by?
In the cul-de-sac.
How would it affect right there?
There's cars driving by that road too.
It doesn't make
There's
sense.
like buses
I've
and
never
shit.
seen that in my life.
Well, these things are always closed. You have the blinds
Oh
open.
yeah, sure. All right, we're done.